But yeah, what's up? I'm good. How are you, man? So last, all right. I managed to avoid spoilers despite it coming out a little early. I was gonna do it yesterday, but I went out to the bar to watch bullshit. That all being said, no wait, no, I forgot. I forgot what series I was doing for a second. That being said, say hi to YouTube. This will be on YouTube later. Please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell. Now, last chapter, time nim, record nim, became round nim. Like, goddamn, that was clean. I had feelings, I had emotions, but now she made a rip in the void to go get her boyfriend, bring him back here. So let's see what happens. That Nuggets game was a classic? Nah, it wasn't. Not to me. But I'm for anyone who has fun. I'm not. I don't want to talk about the NBA for the rest of the year. That being said, happy for everybody who's having a good time. I do not like basketball anymore. I don't know why I keep trying. I need to stop watching it. I will try making TOG starting now. Screen time when I have free time. Just tell me which characters you want. Ooh, you know I need Mule Love. You know I need Mule Love. You know I need him surfing. We need Mule Love. But all right, let's get into this live reaction. Wasted enough time. Scroll down. There's Leez and Record Nim taking on the bow. Um, I said bow. The Row taking on Row. My apologies. I said something unnecessary. You're not my real dad after all. Ah. Nevertheless, thank you for posing as my father even for a moment. You would have had no reason to do this for me. Sorry. You would have had no reason to do this for someone who came here merely as a wielder of the sword. When we were training with the sword, I thought he seemed like a very strict person, but seeing you act like this, he must have actually been very kind-hearted. Ah. Sorry. I'll treat you just like my dad, so don't you distance yourself ever again. Wait, what? Sorry, I'll treat you like my dad, so don't you distance yourself again. Haha, you remind me of your mom grabbing me like that. You're her spitting image. This is kind of weird now. It's getting weird now. I'll like that we outright acknowledge it's not him. So now I feel weird. It's still heartwarming, but again, I told you this is like an appetizer. I'm good. I'm eating. I could wait for the main meal. I still need her to time travel and me row like row daddy. Like I need that. So yeah, this will be good. Oh my god, choreograph. What's she about to do? It'll hit more on the reread if it's confirmed actually him. I feel like there's some weird shenanigans where like a piece of him or his soul or his true memories or emotions are somehow intermingled with Record Nim, but we'll see. Mr. Lowe, welcome. Indra Enjoyer. Actually, after you introduced yourself to me as Time while looking like my dad, this thought occurred to me. When I went to N5 and met my mom, the child's father had tried to protect her for a long time. It wouldn't be too late to make a decision after observing for a little while longer. Even if the child gets a negative result after receiving this book, please don't give up on her. In the past, you one-sidedly gave an oracle and left, so I couldn't tell you this, but we're not the kind of people who want to survive by killing a child. We are the people who joined hands with the child's father to repay the favor received from him in the first place. Okay. All right. The person who gathered the people who lived past their death dates together and created that village was Dad, right? You said you were the records of those who traveled to this place and possessed the qualification to manage time. That means Dad also used the power of time, and this record of him was left behind. She said, I'm thinking. I'm using my brain. I think it's his memories. I get the feeling it's more like he's giving up being Rao and become Time, or at least that's the most likely outcome in my mind if it's actually him. That makes sense to me too. Like where it's like over time, maybe he lost his identity as Rao or something of the sort, or he gave it up to become record him. So now he's like, I've long discarded my name and who I was. I am not, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, yo yo yo, what's up, Lizard? That's the way I'm seeing it. Thinking we said you don't do that here. All right, man. Let's keep going. All right, so she's thinking. No, you're right. Your dad did it. Why would dad? Wait, hold on. He said that I though. He said I. No, you're right. Your dad did it. Okay. Because he was shocked when Leez saw him shifting as Rao. That's what I'm saying. So like there has to be a reason behind that. Like, if you could just turn to anybody, like in my head, I'm trying to think this through as I'm saying it. In my head, in my brain, it shouldn't have mattered, unless there was some significance to it, being the blood familial, the memory, something of the sort. There's something there. There's a Raoism in there somewhere in some shape or form. Emotions, memory, whatever, a record of it, whatever the case may be. There's a Rao in there. There's a piece, a smidgen. Why would dad? My dad wasn't even a will of the sword. Avri, how did he do it? He couldn't wash away the sins buried within his soul. Your dad took responsibility from running away from those sins. Running away for responsibility for running away and sins. Why is my dad carrying sins? From the very first day this power of time was used, it was destined to turn out this way. But he couldn't escape them. But he wanted to escape them, but couldn't. After all, someone needs to be here. Okay. He had to stop being your dad and return here. So did he give up being Rao to become record time Nim? She's like, Nani? Return here? What do you time Nim? You said you were nothing but a record, but it sounds as if... Wait! Don't open the portal! Don't keep talking. I don't like Kurigam. I don't like you. Keep talking. Please. Dad! Thanks for finding this dad of yours. I cannot let you bear this kind of burden. Thanks for finding this dad of yours. So whatever it is that whatever role he's been locked in on a universal scale, he can't leave it, and he can't be the Rao Leez he used to be. This is insane, bro. So does that? So Rao's okay. Let's keep going. Thanks for finding this daddy of yours. I cannot let you bear this kind of burden. So whatever he's dealing with, it's serious, which I'm guessing is the sins. Is it Anotha in some way? So as your dad, I will somehow carry it until the very end. Bro, we didn't even get the title yet? One Last God, Kubera, started off by Kurigam, season 3, episode 322, N28. God damn! If the chapter ended here, I'd be happy. It'd be a great chapter. I'm not even gonna hold you. Waiting for Curry to confirm. Rao is Vishnu's vessel. After Maruna threw him out the white space, we could see some of his sins sludge on him through a couple of panels. Yeah. Since Anotha couldn't do it anymore, it had to be Rao. LMAO. Curry is mean. Yeah, she is. Wait. Gasp! She's back. Hey. What have I done? Fortunately, it seems you come to your senses. Are you alright, Indra? What a joke. Being dominated like this by the sword when it's barely unlocked. You're a human who is incapable of handling the sword in the first place. What did Indra say about Rao and Leez again a few chapters ago? Nah, should have followed through with the swing. Show me the Federer forearm. Wait, no, I'm talking about Novik. Novik? Which one has the weird forearm? I can't remember now. He said something about like, You're gonna replace Rao with that thing. Something. You guys remember the quote? See, she's mean. Leez was so close, and she stopped. Stopped her there. You're a human who is incapable of handling the sword in the first place. What do you tend to protect with that measly amount of mental strength? This happened because you needlessly attacked her. Even though she lost consciousness, she only retaliated against you rather than attacking indiscriminately. That's not something she did by her own will. She was merely being controlled by the sword, wasn't she? I guess the owner of the sword must be quite dissatisfied with me. You think Callie would wait? You think Callie would deign to be especially dissatisfied with you? I think you overestimate your importance to her. If only it was just Callie, and he's gone. Don't come back. Don't come back. Don't come back. You not like us. You not like us. Do not come back. We don't like you. Why with the intentional trash talk was hilarious here? It was, but you gotta do what you gotta do. He's gotta talk his cash. Like he should not. You gotta talk his cash. Love White being like step back in this scene. It's like don't take it to heart. That's just the kind of guy he is. Yes. She looks down. Oh, she has to find Utah still. Time introduced themselves as the records of those who manage time. This is the thumbnail for sure. Screenshot this. See. All right, so we got Rao, including Callie, who used the power of time, the records of countless people. And they also said that records only have meaning when there is someone to read them. Could records really have a consciousness and act independently if they are only given meaning by the existence of a reader? He wanted to escape them but couldn't. After all, someone needs to be here. And again, you're seeing a seep out, very reminiscent of the thing that was afflicting Anotha and then when around the time Maruna went fifth stage, same imagery. He had to stop being your dad and return here. It sounded as if my dad gave up himself as Rao Leez to fill that position. Okay, we talking. Talk to me. Can she save him? Can she replace him? Is she gonna replace him? That he wanted to escape means he originally didn't want to go back to that position. Leez, have a cup. Ah, yes. She's spaced out over there. She's tough as I thought. She's the best drinker of hard liquor I've ever seen. She had a good tolerance. You could throw him back. Wait, this actually has real poison in it. Is it okay to feed it to a human? Don't you know it has no effect on her? Oh wait, no, she has a poison tolerance, right? Because of the poison shrooms and shit. I think that's a thing. I think that's a thing. Her being the axis, I think, would supersede Time's role, but she might have both roles. But having both would be crazy. Okay, let's keep going. She's looking. What if, by any chance, Dad really is trapped there as the record reader? He's been missing since N5. What if it's because of me he's trapped there? Can I go back there? Can I use the same method? No. He said I had learned what I needed to learn as the wielder of the sword and that he wouldn't help me in the future. Damn. Especially since he pushed me away like that, it would have been hard to meet him again the same way. There was also the issue that I could be dominated by the sword again, and the sins that come from using it. I'm sure I didn't receive numerous warnings about that for no reason. I shouldn't make any blind attempts. I don't even know if I can help him in any way. Rather than that, let's think about Utah first. The priority is to escape from N20 with Utah. No, I'm wrong. She doesn't have to go back there specifically with Utah. Now that she can control what time period she can go to, she has to find Utah and go back to their time period. You thought you missed his reaction? You made it in time, baby. Chatter, rabble, taco. She said she had another blackout. She was sleeping here, but then she suddenly vanished. Now she's returned all of a sudden looking for her boyfriend. What was it, that ailments that humans talk about sometimes? Sleepwalking? If it was that, there would have been someone who saw her leaving. Tatya? What did you see, nigga? Why are you looking? What did you see? Hanuman Nim has arrived. Wow, Hanuman, you came? You should go see her first. She's been waiting for you for a while now. She's over there drinking poison. I'm dead. She's just over there drinking poison. Like, yo, help her. You guys don't have any water? God damn. Excuse me, ma. They said you were looking for me. Oh, bro, that is purple. That's lean. Oh my God, she's drinking lean, bro. What's that song I just heard from Yachty? It's a fall in my soda. Perky got us stuck like a holster. Oh, Hanuman him. Lamb laughed. You see, I'm looking for Utah, but there weren't any Nasikas who could tell me where he is. I've received word that several Nasikas have gone missing. As for Utah, let's step out and talk in private. Oh. He said, Wait, Utah becoming time to stop the Taraka? She's the devourer of worlds. Out of sight, out of mind. There's news that he's being protected by the Kanara clan. It was reported to me alone, so no one else knows yet. Oh, what a relief. Then it seems like he's not in danger. But why are we talking about this so secretively? Excuse me, moi. He should have time powers due to who his mother is too. Ooh, Cali. There's a faction that is attempting to kill him. Perhaps the missing Nastikas were also trying to kill him. If they had fought the Taraka clan in N5, they wouldn't have done such a reckless thing. Then, you chose to speak in private since there could be even more people like that remaining. Yes, even if they don't intend to take action themselves, it would be troublesome if someone shared his location with the Ashura clan. Even though the Kanars are protecting him, that protection, do not put too much trust in it. The Kanara clan took a heavy hit in their civil war 500 years ago, and there's a conspiracy theory circulating about Aryavata being the cause, so they're in no position to carelessly engage in conflicts with other clans. How to prevent clanmates from breaking away. How to protect Aryavata's position within the clan. Whether Utah is necessary for their plans, the protection the Kanar clan provides depends on the results of these calculations, so it can shift at any moment. If it doesn't serve for purposes or goals of the clan in total. Okay, makes sense. We need some type of forest. What's going on? I feel like I'm suffocating. It hurts. Flash. I remember I gouged out my eye since she agreed to all my conditions. Where am I? What happened after that? Where is he? What's this tree thing holding him? No, isn't that one of her abilities? Didn't she hold she held Yama and them and something like this, didn't she? So what is she planning? To be continued. Oh shit, that's it. Okay. I'm gonna save this too. Alright. Utah, what's going on with you over there? That's so fucking sad they gotta be together. He definitely can and Leez can exist in the same space of records we saw Anotha in. Or they would be in the same realm, we just haven't got the connection. I'm not sure. I don't have the answer. Let me read the blog post real quick, then we'll talk. Corrigan's blog. Can here Rakshas talk? This blog post was revealed when the episode just came out in FastPass. When the first or two people asked this question, I thought I should mention it later when I write the blog post for the news episode, but it wasn't just one or two people in the end. Ha ha ha. I'll give you a brief answer without spoiling much. Consider the FastPass episode under the light of these situations. Chandler snippets. Season 277. I'm sorry, did I prick you? It's okay, I'm fine. I knew you had lots of teeth. I just never realized just how many, but don't you end up biting your tongue all the time? It looks really uncomfortable. It's not new, it just changed shape. It used to look like a stick. I need an ordinary looking weapon to swing around. but it changed into the belt. Cool, you have so many powers. No, Leez can't hear anything Yuta is saying. Of course, she can hear Yuta now, but back then she couldn't, so I picked these as an appropriate example. Even thinking from Lee's point of view that she couldn't hear Yuta at all, it was still possible for her to react this way. Same goes for the Fast Pass episodes. Even if she can't hear them talk, she could naturally respond to their body language. If Leez does something that only can be done if she hears what other people say, it's true that I made a mistake, but it's a situational reaction that is possible, even if she can't hear what the other person says. You can think of it as Leez just using her wits. If I leave comments on this post, there's a risk that people might inadvertently talk about paid content, so I will close comments. If you have anything else to say, please write it in another comment open post. Thank you. Kurgan's blog. Curly hair? Curly hair? Someone said Rao's hair seems to become too straight. Honestly, the things that these motherfuckers be complaining about sometimes. Shut up. Oh my god. His hair's too... Who gives a damn? Oh my goodness. Y'all so annoying over there. So I read it again and found that every other scene of Rao, except this one, had the most straight hair. This is similar to forgetting Lee's curly hair. Interesting. Why am I drawing their hair curly when I never messed up curly hairs on other characters? This ain't foreshadowing. This just happened because the author is weird. Who gives a effing... Who cares? I don't give a damn. What are you thinking? There are quite a few people who interpret this scene as Indra having an expression of sadness. He looks at her like she was pathetic and with a disdainful expression. I will take this occasion to reflect on my apparent confusing drawing. He just looks unmoved, like, and he, I don't know, whatever, bro. If you have any comments about Lee's answers in this scene, please refer to this blog post. See above blog. He tried to cut the vines with that flash, but they weren't cut. The vines covering his face were just pushed away. Interesting. So that was an attack type of thing. 2 Fast Pass episodes, blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada. Okay. How we feel this week, Gangarino? How we feel? How we feeling? How we feeling? That was great. That was good. I like that a lot. I'm trying to figure out what the hell time them is. Why did a wave of fatigue just hit me out of nowhere, bro? Curly hair is essential to the plot. I didn't even notice. Shut the Papa Rao. Facts. I'm sticking to her being the goddess of Earth and having to take on Anotha and Kubera's role. Okay, fair enough. What else did you guys say? Hold on, I have to show back up. Leez isn't staying in any one place, in my opinion. She's gonna have too much responsibility. She has to visit her mans. Banking on Leez being a dimensional goddess. Got it. Not mad at it. All this happened because Indra is still fuck him. Yep. Shut Papa Rao. I lived in Korea for a year. Are they really? I mean, every place in the world is different. You lived in Korea? We teach you English? I want to go to South Korea at some point. I don't know when though. I don't know when. They can't pick apart the story. They pick apart the art. Says more about her pen than anything. Facts. Vayu, you're not that guy. Indra, if only I wasn't. Kind of chill episode. Good transition from one point to another. Yuta gonna go around and eat Kanara. Okay. So at this point, I think I'm definitely thinking Rao. What I'm trying to think of a good example of something like this. What's a good example that I could compare it to? Because I don't want to use an esoteric example. Beginning of the chapter made me low key not care about the rest of it. I kind of understand like the juicier bits were in the earlier parts. I'd argue. I don't think it was a steep drop off though. But give me a sec. Somebody who had I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I really can't. I'm trying to think of a comic book or video game or situation where somebody had to relinquish who they were for the greater good. Like the closest thing that I can think of right now is I almost said Yue, is Yuki in Avatar, where she had to give back like her spirit energy to become the moon, but she just like died. Like that's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like if I had to become the universe's in like embodiment of time, space, earth, fire. But when I do that, I'm no longer Naya Hemmings. Like I stop being that person. Like I'm no longer human. I'm no longer Naya. I am the concept of time, space, whatever the case may be. But I can't think of a good example off the top of my head. I tried. Dr. Fate and Young Justice is not a bad one. Even though it's more of a convergence. No, that makes sense. I think that makes sense. But yeah. Iteration. Oh, Young Justice? Okay, fair enough. Utah turned into the princess that needs saving again. You love to see it. We only care about time them on this side. And so you merge, aren't you? Wait. So you merge and aren't yourself pretty much? It's not even about merging necessarily. It's about like, it's like discarding what you are to evolve into something else, something higher, something more important. But it's a very selfless act because you'd be giving up the current life that you have. But it did seem like it was maybe possible for Rao to come back to being Rao Leez. Did I read that right? Let me go back up. So Rao escapes thanks to Maruna and retakes over as time after what happened on the transport ship. That makes sense to me. But let me just go back up for a second and reread something. Out of sight, out of mind. So was Maruna Rao's wingman? Sounds kind of like enlightenment. It does. And I wonder if there's like an overlap, but he's wearing the clothing he wore when on the ship. Okay. I didn't notice that. Oh my God, what am I looking for again? Blah, 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 blah. On your mom, grabbing, blah, blah, blah. A thought occurred to me about my mom and blah, blah. Don't give up on her. Whoop-de-whoop. Which means he could control time. No, your dad did it. Why would dad? My dad wasn't even wielding the sword. How to do it? He couldn't wash away the sins buried within his soul. Your dad took responsibility from running away from those sins. Responsibility running away. From the very first day, this power of time I used, it was destined to turn out this way. He wanted to escape them, but couldn't. After all, someone needs to be here. He had to stop being your dad and return here. So was he timing him, then back to Rao, and then timing him again? Interesting. I got so many thoughts. Oh, God, Curry gum. He's wearing. Wait, I read that already. But this was great. I loved this chapter. Last week I loved it a bit more, but the more I thought about it, like last week, I was thinking to myself, I feel like this embodiment of the records or time, some part of Ra was in there because you wouldn't have such a reaction, aka seeing Lee specifically, and her, no matter what you shift into, she constantly sees her Paparino. You get me? So this is interesting. I'm intrigued by this. And I'm starting to see more connections with Anotha, Rao, and Leez. And in some ways, I think maybe with Anotha, I'm gonna save that thought. Actually, I'm gonna click that in my video. I'm gonna save that thought. I'm not gonna spoil that one. I wonder if Anotha knew Rao's fate and tried to delaying it by time traveling to different areas. Oh, you think that Anotha didn't want this for Rao? I almost have half a mind that like Rao and Anotha did a lot of things behind the scenes for the universe, but I wonder how much Anotha really told him. I wouldn't be surprised if Rao was operating with only like 80% of information. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be one more outside of he's just that nigga. Yep. What are the qualifications of being timekeeper? Let's try again because I read that way too fast. What are the qualifications or being a keeper of the records and being time name? Anotha was the time axis. I don't recall him being the record of time. he replaced Manasa as the time axis. I don't know that those are the exact same thing, though I think they probably have a lot of common ground. I missed a comment, I think. Did I? Enlightenment, Rao's phase, qualification. I think yes, time name, Rao, time name. Or Rao, time name, Rao, time name. The gods and even some Suras knew Rao, so they might have traveled quite a bit. You guys think Anotha was trying to delay it? I don't know. I don't know that he would do something so pointless. In my opinion, if anything, Anotha would try to stop it with time travel, not delay it. That's just my opinion, though. I could be wrong about that. Kurrigan, what are you doing to my brain? This is incredible. Every week, bro. What a time to be alive, you dig? I think Anotha would let it happen, but feel bad about the hardship. Probably. Or try to change it. Because it would be necessary to achieve what he and Kubera have been going for. Yeah. I mean, Anotha to me, in a lot of ways, is still the most tragic character, so. Good stuff, though. I don't know why last week I kept thinking she was going to come right back here. That's not what the point was. The point was just to teach her how to time travel with the sword and how to open a rift to control to a specific year and whatnot, and then find Utah and go back home. I feel like that feels like a god's approach. I mean, Ra was initially the one to be in Leez's position. It seems like she's walking in his footsteps. It might not be in the exact same way, shape, or form, but a lot of the major things that Ra ended up encompassing and doing on his life journey, she's doing she's hitting all those major points herself. I absolutely agree with that. Nothing the most tragic, and Leez has to follow his footsteps. Nothing but pain. She got the name too. She got the name right there. Let's not forget Anotha was going to have Rao take on his sins. I think Rao did take on some of them, actually. I do. I know Maruna ended up absorbing a lot of it, but I think you're kind of right. He was going to leave. You're kind of right. Like, Anatha's not above having to do something a little distasteful or something people wouldn't like on a grander scale for the greater good of the universe. He's not above that. I don't think he likes it. I don't think he would just do it, but yeah. I wonder what it is with Kurrigan and single trees on the hill. So Utah being here in the branch, the single tree in the time record Nim world, the tree I think when Brahma and Vishnu and she was fishing with the bamboo straw hat. I think there's one cherry blossom tree. I can't think of any other examples. I think even at the beginning there was a forest when she found Kanhar, so it wasn't one tree. She uprooted one tree though. I don't know. Is there some type of symbolism to that? Like one tree in a small garden represents man destroying nature, and I don't know. Maybe there's a meaning to it. Keeping Utah in the place outside of time with her was an idea. That would have killed him if Maruna wasn't there. For the goal of removing the influence of the primevals, I think Anotha has been taking his morals out a lot more. Look at how he straight up murdered baby Maruna. He gave him a soul back. He said, hey, he's your soul. When Leez slept on Kubera's lap, was there one tree there? I don't remember that scene. I don't remember the fauna, the forest, the trees, the plants. I don't remember. I don't recall, but maybe there's a meaning to it. I don't know. I actually wouldn't have noticed that when you pointed it out. I thought of a few examples, but I didn't realize. I didn't recognize that. That was crazy, man. Cause I feel like there's an idea forming, but there's a connecting piece that I'm missing. It's not coming. Like it's theirs. It's cooking. It's cooking. I can smell it. It's cooking. Brahma fishing also by a tree. I brought that up. I said what you had the hat on with the bubble gum, and I think one time Vishnu was there, and the floating rock above. I think that was the one with the sakura tree. I brought it up. Indra attacked the planet. Anotha killed. I said liked him. Killed him during the chaos. Utah. What's about to happen to you, buddy? The one who caused the incident with the lightning that killed Maruna was Indra. Anotha showed up after the fact, didn't he? Didn't Maruna recklessly go out in a storm or something? You're talking about the snow apple. He wanted the snow apple, his favorite fruit when he was a kid, right? I think Indra was mad or Usha or something was happening, and I think he went out and got hit by lightning and died. I don't. Now that you're saying it, I don't think Anotha showed up with his soul to give him a chance to do whatever he needed to do. Shit. No, I don't think Anotha killed Maruna. Maruna saw the death happen. That's why he was shook. And this is, if I remember correctly, he killed Aruna, right? Or like when Maruna had the other name. Is that am I remembering that right? I have to go back and read. I really gotta reread this series because that's when that's when Ratchery comes and everything. So I gotta reread. I think Maruna died by accident in a situation caused by Indra, but I'm gonna check again. Thank you. I was gonna check again, but I don't remember what chapter that. What? I think it was the first chapter of. Is it the other side of the story? No, it's not. Is it? Aruna. Not Maruna. All right, yes. So I'm remembering that part correctly for the most part. Indra attacked that planet and 11 others at the same time to frame Anotha cause the fiendish magic incident. Anotha literally has dialogue about killing the kid until he notices his older self there. The Anotha from the future returned to the point where Maruna died to correct that branch. And I think this was around the time, I don't remember if it was Maruna or Enan or someone was commenting on like meeting Anotha in a very short period of time, but like him seeming completely different. I think you're right. I think on the right track, right? Indra also doesn't have the ability to pose as a Nastica. Okay. Well. Y'all memories better than mine. I'll take y'all word for it. I'm garbage. This is a 9.5 this week for me. A 9. Welcome to the Samurai. Beautifully, very literally alliterated. Little battle raps for you. Little battle raps. What's my favorite panel this week? I like this one. With I can see the sins coming out. They're seeping. But the full picture of him more so later on is fire though. Where is that at? I like this one too actually. Ralph's so handsome. The sins. Alliterating little battle raps for you. Oh, it's when she's thinking about it. This one. There you go. This is probably my favorite one. Such a handsome man. And my favorite part of the dialogue is when Rao, Time Necronym, was talking about like that whole sequence of conversations when he started talking about like never wanted to relinquish who I was to become this, but I had no choice. The situation paints itself at that Anotha has much more jaded at the time, kills the kid Maruna in order for Maruna to gain access to Usha's Dawn. No, I'm with you. Because everything you're saying makes sense. Like I'm remembering a lot of the moments there because I remember one Anotha was from the past and one was from more in the future. And then I remember somebody being confused, like I just saw you, like why don't you remember something like that? So I checked. I didn't see Anotha killing Aruna. He was just scared of Anotha. He even got surprised later when he found out his child version was already dead. Anatha's menacing. Yeah, he looks kind of crazy. I won't lie to you. But I mean, I feel like time traveling to fix, correct, and do so many things as the record of time would take its toll on any being really, for the most part, right? At least I think so. Maybe you don't, but that's what I think. That's what I think. You guys, Gangarino, you have any final questions, comments, and or concerns about the chapter? Now is the time to bring them up. A little rated. That's crazy. That's insane. And now we're gonna see what the Kanara clan is about to do with this guy. Cause Hanuman was right on the money, but I don't think any of us trusted Aryavata Kanara to actually like protect the man and everything. I mean, at least I didn't. But this is a series where I'd be even more distrusting than I already am, because I'm already a skeptic, once a cynic. So, you feel me? With that being said, great chapter. I'm giving it a 9. This is my favorite panel. And my favorite piece of dialogue was all the way up here. When they talking. He's like, I didn't want to do it. Yeah, pretty good and pretty chill chapter. Yeah, it was good. It was good. With that being said, thank you, Kubera gang. Appreciate you guys as always. It's time for us to transition.
Patreon. I don't know why I did all that. Shout out to the CBLs, Certified BAM lovers. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. They be loving Bam, LaBam, James. Shout out to the Priest of Fardo. These are the Certified Brilith lovers. They might be the real CBLs. Appreciate y'all. And a big shout out to the 5th Zen Gods, the Tier 3s. Shout out to Big Abdel, Abdi Malik, Childish New Jabez, Fairs, Huey, Johnny Rogers. Shout out to Big Mod Katan, Lazy Dragon. Shout out to Lopo Be Blaze, Naz Riley, Revenant, Rox G, S, Scobe, Simi, Sly, Tao, Tino Brown, Urek Massino, Wolf General, Zodiac Nemiko, and Zyler Scotty. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you. I had grass dipped in honey today. Yeah, nutrition.